Hey people, I welcome you back to Caroline's Online Academy. In this series of videos, we're trying to solve the past adjustment questions. And in this particular video, I'm going to be teaching you how to solve the past adjustment questions when the profits have not been given. You know, in all the previous videos we saw, previous questions that we solved, the profit before adjustment was given. Like the profit was distributed without uh, uh, adjusting for interest on drawings or capital, or the profit was distributed after adjusting, giving extra, things like that. But in this question, if you look at it, Azad and Benny are equal partners. Their fixed capital is of 40,000 and 80,000 respectively. After the accounts for the year have been prepared, it is discovered that interest at the rate of 5% per annum, as provided in the partnership agreement, has not been credited to the capital accounts before distribution of profits. So they have actually omitted interest on capital. It is decided to make an adjustment entry at the beginning of the next year. The problem here is they have not given the actual profit amount. Am I right or not, my dear children? So I can explain the logic behind why we are going to do what I have given you in that colorful table here. But that is just waste of time 2 days before exam. So it is not waste of time, but I would rather not do it. You can just remember this and do it on the exam. And this is the kind of question that is usually asked on the exam, my dear children. So you better remember it. When profits are not given, and if it is omission, for interest on capital, salary, and commission in wrongly credited column, you find out the total interest on capital, salary, and commission, and you distribute that total in the share of profits. And in that to be credited column, you give the actual interest on capital, salary, and commission. For drawings, interest on drawings, you find the total interest on drawings and multiply with -1 and distribute on the share of profits. And in to be credited, you give the actual. In this question, they have omitted interest on capital. Am I right or not, my dear children? So in to be credited, let's first go ahead and give the interest on capital. It is 40,000 into 5% and 80,000 into 5% for Azad and Benny. And in wrongly credited, what should we do? We take the total of the interest on capital, 6,000, and we distribute it in the share of profits. They are other than many are equal partners, so we distribute it in the share of equal share. Am I right or not, my dear children? So that will be 6,000 divided by 3,000. So what we get here is Azad has been wrongly credited 3,000, but it's supposed to be credited only 2,000, and therefore A minus B is 1,000. And for Benny, it is just opposite. And therefore, Azad now will be debited to cancel the wrong extra wrong credit, and Benny will be credited. Now, I have a similar question for you here. A previous year question actually. Ram, Mohan, and Sohan were partner sharing profits in the ratio of 2 is to 1 is to 1. Ram withdrew 3,000 every month. Mohan withdrew 4,000 every month. Interest on drawings at the rate of 6% per annum was charged, whereas a partnership deed was silent about the interest on drawings. If the partnership deed is silent, you're not supposed to have charge interest on drawings. So this is provided extra problem. That is, they charge interest on drawings, but it should not have been charged. Understood or not, my dear children? So how do we tackle this situation here? The profits are not given. When the profits are not given, you go back to the table and check what you need to do. If it is provided extra and wrongly credited, you give the actual interest on drawings and salary commission. And to be credited, you find out the total amount, and if it's interest on drawings, multiply with -1 and distribute it in share of profits. This is interest on drawings. Let's go ahead and do this. The first thing would be to find out the actual interest on drawings. Am I right? So in wrongly credited, interest on drawings is minus, I'm opening a bracket. Ram withdrew 3,000 every month. So that will be 3,000 into 12 into 6% into, they have not given if he withdrew in the beginning of every month or the end of every month. So I'm going to assume in the middle of the month. Therefore, it is 6 by 12. Understood or not, my dear children? 1,080. And for Mohan, it was 4,000 every month. So 2,520. Understood. The total of the interest on drawings is 2,520. If it's provided extra, go and distribute in the profit sharing ratio. Have they given us a profit sharing ratio? Is 2 is to 1 is to 1. So 2,520 into 2 by 4, 2,520 into 1 by 4, 2,520 into 4. So that, my dear children, gives us, sorry, gives us that actually Ram has been wrongly credited 1080 rupees. He's supposed to be credited in the negative. Everything is in the negative. 1260 rupees. If wrongly credited, minus to be credited is a positive number, and that fellow has to be debited. Am I right or not, my dear children? So Ram's capital account debit and Sohan's capital account debit to Mohan's capital around 180, 630, and this will be 800. Okay. Understood or not, my dear children? With this, we have come to the end of this video. I hope I have explained how to tackle problems when the profit is not given and if they provided extra or provided or omitted certain items, how to do the rectification entry. Kindly go through this table clearly, my dear children. I wanted to get it right. With this, I've come to the end of all the different types of past adjustment questions they are asked. They can twist it slightly by stating a certain profit will go in certain ratio and the remaining profit in different ratio and all that. And I think those things you people will be able to take care. But in case you're not able to solve any particular past adjustment question, kindly send me the question. I will solve it and add it to this playlist for you to watch whenever you want. Understood or not, my dear children? I actually have a couple of questions. Like these are questions in which we are doing the rectification entry through the partner's capital account. Am I right or not, my dear children? There are questions where you can use past a P&L adjustment account and do it. It is actually very, very easy. In the practice question papers of 2023-2024, they had asked such questions. I will go ahead and solve that also for you in the next video. I request you to kindly watch that also. You people take care, have fun, and bye. Bye.